And I'm just simply saying, black people, pride is more than February saying I like being black. Pride is an actionable thing that I must and will do. If I believe in myself and believe in the shit I'm saying, at some point I have to make a conscious decision to show it.
It's Black History Month, so it's only right that we talk about Black Pride. Black Pride is about us celebrating black culture, empowering our people, our communities, and uplifting the next generation so they can have a greater opportunity to succeed in this world. But like Killer Mike said, pride is more than just February. How do we communicate in a way that says Black Pride? How do we speak in a way that encourages our communities, uplifts the minorities, inspires the people, and change the world? Well, stick around because we will learn how to communicate Black Pride every day from the good brother Killer Mike. Our culture is full of wealth, talent, passion, style, history, and influence. This culture was built by remarkable people who impact the world every single day, but nobody talks about how they do it. What are the skills they possess to entertain, inspire, and shake up the world? Now, we're going to talk about it. I'm going to pay homage to those leading the way. I'm Jamaal Noland, and this is Culture Breakdown. To categorize Killer Mike as just a rapper will be undermining all of his other great accomplishments. He turned a successful rap career into entrepreneurship. He has his own show on Netflix called Trigger Warning. He has become a civil leader and an activist, someone who epitomizes Black pride. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Thank you for joining us, and be sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and bell notification right now.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Did you do it? Good. Now that you're a part of the culture, let's get into the breakdown. Principle number 3, educate first.
That means in terms of land ownership, growth, and development. I would like for some type of land lottery to be given. I've had to do a lot of research on this too, because you get your nuts checked, you go read. Yeah. Frederick Douglass never thought the United States should have to give reparations. Frederick Douglass, who was the most photographed person in the 19th century, the Barack Obama of his time, thought that only the people who own slaves should be responsible for. See, I disagree with that.
All right, white people who are watching, Google Jane Elliott. She has an experiment called the blue and brown eye experiment. I encourage you all just to simply watch that because it'll actually grow you. Now back to stuff that'll make you laugh. If white people are just now discovering that it's bad for black or working class people in America, they're a lot more blind than I thought. And they're a lot more choosing to be ignorant than I thought.
So I tend to say, as Americans, we've gotten away from stuff like trades in school. We've gotten away from different options besides funneling our kids into college debt. And we've also gotten away from basic training, such as balancing the checkbook, basic home economics, how do you make lasagna at home by yourself, and stuff like, gun shooting and archery. I think that if those things return to public school, you get a safer, more confident student body. You get a reduction on things like bullying and bullshit, and you get an increase on self-propelled interests of children, and you start to grow scholars that excel.
You cannot watch a Killer Mike interview where he's not educating us on Black history or offering solutions that are based in Black history. In order to educate, you first have to be educated. And there's no doubt that Killer Mike knows his history. This man is an educated scholar. If you are to exhibit Black pride, you have to know your history so you can share it with any and everybody, not in an overbearing manner, but in an intriguing way, just like Killer Mike. Principle number 2, support Black. As I mentioned earlier, Killer Mike has his own show on Netflix called Trigger Warning. It's an incredible show where he just supports Black. He tries to live off only Black-owned things, which sounds simple enough until you realize there's no Black-owned farms or Black-owned car companies or hotels, etc. The show is incredible and it's very funny, but I'll let Mike tell you about it.
The best compliment I got on this press run has been like Ambrosia Fahed said, how's it feel to have the most dangerous show on TV? And it's dangerous because it unites people. It doesn't separate people. It gives you alternative answers in the ones you thought you had, and it forces you to think. It doesn't solve all the problems or wrap it up pretty at the end. It gives you some options to do and some shit to think about. And it's funny as fuck. It's subversive and dark, and I like it.
And on top of that show, there's a debate that occurs on Breakfast Club about private schools versus public schools. And I want to show you the support Black principle in effect.
What I like to tell Black people is, I honestly, in my heart of hearts, Angela, feel like in places that are hostile toward black people, you should not send your children to school with white children till they're 13 years old. Let the first, just though if you look at other ethnic communities, they keep themselves insulated till about the child 13, 14. Then they have a ceremony and stuff, child gets out. So 70% of the schools in Atlanta named for black educators and emancipators. I don't care if I was a C student, I had a sense of pride that most black children didn't have because they were not in a circle of pride. The community was black. My teachers were black. They taught me some imaginary group of white kids I was competing with out there in the suburbs, and we had to do better, so they gave me purpose. So I'm saying to put confident children in the world. See, because we always love that cop out of, hey, man, we sent my children there for a better education, but the same niggas be telling me how much they paid for college. Your children ain't rewarding that by scholarshiping. After you do them years, you're not directing your children to Howard, not you. You're not directing your children to Howard or Morehouse or Spelman or Bethune-Cookman or Tuskegee University. Yeah, the schools seem better because you buying into that. Why are we not starting our own academies and supporting them? Why are we not supporting historically black colleges and universities? That's where our heroes went. That's where they came from. Dr. King went to Booker T. Washington. You gonna show me a nigga smarter than him?
I really only showed one side of the debate, but I wanted to show the passion and the poignant points that Killer Mike made about supporting black schools. We can't just talk about loving black culture. We got to put our money where our mouth is. Principle number 1, be black.
Have you seen the meme going around that says we got to respect and honor brothers like Killer Mike and David Banner while they're here? You know what I mean? Don't wait till they die.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel? Knowing that people look at you in that way.
I'm humbled and I'm honored. And with that, I challenge everyone to just be that person in your own community. See, if all of us do a little, ain't nobody got to do a lot.
Okay. So the stronger the black as an individual is, right? The stronger your general community is because other black people are doing the same. The stronger the black community becomes, the stronger the greater community becomes.
Be unapologetically black. Be yourself. You do these things to be a role model for others and to uplift the black community. Don't transform or shy away from who you are to appease the public. No, be who you are and be proud of it. Obviously, actions have to accompany these principles. It can't all just be lip service. But having these principles in your arsenal will give you more pride, and you can communicate black pride in the world. Thank you for watching this. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next episode, I'm out.